Okay, so do you think Floyd did that intentionally?
Yeah, for sure. Once you get around someone, you be looking up to these people so bad, and like once you get around, they don't be who they say who they portray to be. You be like, damn, it's damn near like it's a letdown.
Everybody see you and they say, all right, he has all of the money and he has to be extremely happy. But we know money don't always bring happiness.
Oh, absolutely not.
In a shocking twist, Gervonta Davis has publicly distanced himself from his former mentor, Floyd Mayweather, amid the boxing icon's escalating legal troubles. As Mayweather reportedly evades federal authorities and battles mounting legal and financial woes, Davis has seized the moment to assert his independence. No longer content to stand in Mayweather's shadow, Davis made it clear he's ready to step out on his own terms, challenging the authority of the man who once guided his career, just as Mayweather's personal life appears to be unraveling.
Stuff like, how did he give you his first piece?
He gave me a Rolex. I think a plane. I didn't even know what Rolex was. He bought me a damn Cuban. That probably was like $100 grand.
Right.
He bought me a lot. He bought me a car. He got me in a house. He did a lot. He did a lot before I even was signed to him.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit, and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my fucking jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out the big boy, and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him.
Gervonta Davis rose through the boxing ranks under the wing of Floyd Mayweather, who saw his potential early on and brought him into the Mayweather promotion stable. With Mayweather's mentorship, Davis captured his first world title in 2017 by knocking out Jose Pedroza, a performance that highlighted his explosive power and established him as a rising force in the sport. Mayweather played a key role in shaping Davis's early career, offering training, promotional backing, and the kind of spotlight that only a boxing legend could provide. He frequently praised Davis, calling him a future superstar and positioning him as the heir to his own legacy. Under Mayweather's guidance, Davis sharpened his skills and developed a dominant presence in the ring. However, as Davis matured as a fighter, cracks began to show in their relationship. Tensions grew over what Davis perceived as Mayweather's attempts to micromanage his career and restrict his growth. By 2022, Davis officially parted ways with Mayweather Promotions, opting to work more independently under the guidance of advisor Al Heyman. The split was far from smooth. A series of public spats followed, with Davis accusing Mayweather of pettiness and interference, most notably claiming he was barred from using Mayweather's gym. In a now-deleted tweet, Davis wrote, "What that Floyd's petty. Said I couldn't use his gym anymore. I don't give," signaling the depth of the falling out and Davis's determination to carve his own path.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedroza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was real. That's what I was told at the time. So
Davis has opened up about his early experiences with Floyd Mayweather, painting a picture of a relationship that extended beyond the ring long before any contracts were signed. He recalled moments when Mayweather showered him with extravagant gifts, including a $60,000 car and pricey jewelry, gestures that underscored Mayweather's belief in his potential. Even prior to officially joining Mayweather Promotions, Davis found himself immersed in the champ's lavish world. He spent the summer enjoying yacht outings and getting a first-hand look at the high-rolling lifestyle that came with being in Mayweather's inner circle. These experiences, while glamorous, also laid the foundation for a complex relationship, one built on admiration, opportunity, and eventually, growing tension.
Stuff like, how did he give you his first piece?
He gave me a Rolex. I think I wrote a plane. I didn't even know what Rolex was. He bought me a damn Cuban. That probably was like $100 grand.
Right.
He bought me a lot. He bought me a car. He got me in the house. He did a lot. He did a lot before I even was signed to him.
Floyd Mayweather's flair for flaunting his wealth shows no signs of slowing down as he nears 50. His social media feeds are filled with snapshots of designer outfits, private jets, and stacks of cash, visuals that underscore the immense fortune he's built throughout his boxing career. While these displays serve as a testament to his financial success, critics argue they also reveal a deeper concern: the potential consequences of unchecked extravagance. Despite reportedly earning over $1.1 billion during his career, estimates of Mayweather's current net worth vary widely. Some sources peg it around $500 million, while others suggest it could be closer to $1.2 billion. This inconsistency has fueled speculation about the sustainability of his high-octane lifestyle. Mayweather's spending habits are well documented, from purchasing a $60 million private jet to indulging in an endless stream of luxury cars, watches, and real estate. While these purchases demonstrate his immense earning power, they also raise questions about long-term financial planning and whether such spending is truly sustainable. Adding to the concern are unresolved tax issues and doubts surrounding the legitimacy and stability of some of his real estate ventures. While Mayweather often frames his lavish lifestyle as the reward for years of hard work, others see it as a red flag. His frequent appearances in exhibition bouts have only added fuel to the fire. Though he presents them as light-hearted performances, many believe these fights are more about financial necessity than personal enjoyment. As the spotlight continues to shine on Mayweather, so too does the scrutiny of his finances, and whether the empire he built in the ring can stand the test of time outside of it.
It kind of, think it's a red flag when you're 50 years old and feel like almost 50 and still gotta flex on social media. But, people on social media do what they do best, especially black people, try to tear each other down. So people start researching, Angelique started researching, and they found out that Floyd was capping. Now, Floyd is part of like some type of ownership group that got a part of it. Then you got 50.
In a widely circulated video, Floyd Mayweather is seen meticulously arranging bundles of cash across a table, treating the scene like an opulent exhibit. Holding up thick wads of $100 bills, he showcases them as trophies of his success, a hallmark of the Mayweather brand. While these flashy displays are consistent with the image he's carefully crafted over the years, they've also sparked broader conversations about the psychology behind such overt demonstrations of wealth. For some, it's a celebration of hard-earned triumph. For others, it raises questions about insecurity, validation, and the need to constantly reaffirm status. Mayweather's actions continue to blur the line between confidence and excess, reinforcing both admiration and critique in equal measure.
Money made all day. Right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. Money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, counting money.
Psychologists suggest that the act of flaunting wealth can often be rooted in a desire for validation or a need to assert one's social status. This behavior, commonly referred to as conspicuous consumption, involves using material possessions as visual markers of success and power. For some, these displays may stem from deeper insecurities or a longing for external approval, turning luxury into a form of self-affirmation. In stark contrast, many individuals with significant wealth choose to remain discreet. They view true financial security as something internal, grounded in stability, confidence, and long-term planning, rather than external, flashy, or performative. For them, real wealth isn't something that needs to be broadcasted. It speaks for itself through quiet assurance rather than constant exhibition.
Money made all day. Right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. Money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, counting money.
Mayweather's flair for grandiosity isn't limited to luxury gifts or social media posts. It extends to his public appearances as well. His recent arrival in Mexico City ahead of his exhibition rematch against John Gotti III was a spectacle in itself, as he rolled through the city in a bulletproof armored vehicle. While the stunt captured plenty of attention, it also sparked criticism from fans and commentators who questioned both the necessity and the message behind such a lavish display. To some, it was simply another chapter in the ongoing saga of the Mayweather brand, flamboyant, theatrical, and unapologetically over the top. But others saw it as a troubling sign of a compulsive need to showcase wealth at all costs. These displays, while consistent with his public persona, raise valid concerns about the sustainability of his financial habits and the underlying narrative they promote, that success must be constantly proven through excess. In a time when many view discretion as the new luxury, Mayweather's behavior stands in stark contrast, fueling debates not just about his finances, but about what his version of success truly represents. Gervonta Davis has spoken openly about the darker side of his relationship with Floyd Mayweather, revealing experiences that point to a pattern of manipulation and control. He recounted moments where he felt pressured into taking fights under unfavorable circumstances, most notably his bout with Jose Pedroza. According to Davis, he was financially struggling and had just been evicted from his home when Mayweather pushed him into the fight. "I was in a lose-lose situation," Davis stated, emphasizing the emotional and professional strain he was under at the time. Tensions between the two deepened when Mayweather allegedly discovered Davis had been communicating with his daughter, Yaya. What should have remained a personal matter, Davis claimed, spilled over into the professional realm, resulting in punitive treatment and a further breakdown of trust. He suggested that Mayweather's decisions were often driven by personal vendettas rather than what was best for his career. Davis also cast a new light on the luxurious gifts he once received: cars, jewelry, and other high-end items. While these gestures were publicly portrayed as acts of mentorship and generosity, Davis has since implied they were tools of control, fostering a sense of obligation and dependency that made it difficult for him to assert his autonomy. The culmination of these grievances led to a highly public and contentious split. Davis, determined to reclaim control of his career and identity, has moved forward independently, distancing himself from Mayweather's influence and focusing on building his own legacy. Their story highlights the often overlooked complexities of mentor-protégé dynamics, especially when personal entanglements blur the boundaries of professional guidance.
Set you off that you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal.
Yeah.
Tank don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come out.
Joe Rogan has voiced serious concerns about Floyd Mayweather's ongoing involvement in exhibition boxing matches, speculating that financial pressure may be a key motivator. On a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, Rogan remarked, "He spends so much money. If he's playing for the future, you've got to keep it coming in. If you're going to keep spending the way he spends, he needs that money. The money's got to keep coming in if you're going to live like this. He's only 46. He does this with everything. He's got million-dollar watches." Rogan's comments shed light on a broader issue that many elite athletes face: the challenge of managing immense wealth once their prime earning years are behind them. Despite Mayweather's staggering earnings, reportedly over $1.1 billion, his extravagant spending habits demand a constant flow of income. From fleets of luxury cars and private jets to lavish jewelry collections, his lifestyle appears to be anything but modest. This perspective casts Mayweather's exhibition matches in a new light. While marketed as entertaining spectacles or legacy extensions, Rogan suggests they may also serve a more practical purpose: generating income to support a lifestyle that outpaces even his legendary boxing fortune. It's a sobering reminder that even the most financially successful athletes aren't immune to the pitfalls of unchecked spending and the long-term realities of retirement.
Exhibition. So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him, and he's doing it as an exhibition. It doesn't even hurt his record.
Because of the drug of boxing. Just
also
like
money.
Just like but I don't even think he don't need any money. He
spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any. Floyd,
Are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's playing for the future, you got to keep it coming in if you're going to keep spending the way he spends.
Yeah, but I think he has a lot of other business interests that he can get money from.
Hopefully.
And not just boxing. But it's the of getting Floyd still trains when he doesn't have a fight.
Floyd Mayweather's recent announcement of a $42 million real estate investment in New York City has drawn significant attention, marking what could be a strategic shift in his financial approach. According to Mayweather, the deal includes 62 multifamily buildings comprising over 1,000 units in Upper Manhattan, an acquisition he claims to own outright, without any partners. He shared the news on Instagram, positioning it as a move toward long-term wealth preservation and a direct counter to critics who have long questioned the sustainability of his extravagant lifestyle. At face value, the investment suggests a more grounded and forward-thinking direction, potentially aligning Mayweather with a broader trend of celebrities turning to real estate as a tool for financial security. However, the legitimacy of the deal has come under scrutiny. Property records reportedly do not reflect a transfer of ownership to Mayweather, and some industry experts suggest he may have only acquired a minority stake, possibly with options to expand his involvement over time. The lack of clear documentation and transparency has fueled skepticism, raising questions about whether Mayweather's public portrayal of the deal matches its actual terms. While it's possible this move is part of a broader effort to diversify his financial portfolio and secure income beyond exhibition bouts, the current ambiguity makes it difficult to assess the true impact or scope of the investment. This situation highlights the importance of due diligence when evaluating high-profile financial claims and underscores the complexities often hidden beneath the surface of celebrity investments. If substantiated, this could mark a smart pivot for Mayweather, but until more verifiable details emerge, the full picture remains uncertain.
It says the retired boxer has gone into contract to pay $402 million for a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio of more than 60 buildings. $402 million, Floyd got 60 buildings. The multifamily deal for properties concentrated in Upper Manhattan will be one of the city's biggest this year. A slice of the portfolio closed Wednesday. The remainder is expected to close in the fourth quarter or early 2025. That's dope. Floyd just spent $400 million and got a thousand units and 60 buildings.
Floyd Mayweather's evolution from a celebrated boxer to a brand-centric businessman has been both calculated and contentious. While his undefeated record and unmatched defensive skills solidified his legacy in the ring, his post-retirement activities have increasingly centered around financial ventures and exhibition matches. This shift suggests that many of Mayweather's financial decisions are driven more by necessity than choice. His lavish lifestyle, including luxury cars, private jets, and extravagant purchases, demands a continuous stream of income to sustain, making his participation in exhibition fights appear less about a love for the sport and more about maintaining his opulent way of life. Critics argue that this shift undermines the integrity of boxing, turning what was once a pure competition into a spectacle aimed at generating profits. They contend that Mayweather's focus on exhibitions and commercial ventures detracts from the essence of the sport. On the other hand, supporters assert that Mayweather, having earned his status through years of dominance, has the right to capitalize on his fame and skills as he sees fit, seeking financial gain in ways that suit him. Regardless of the stance, the shift in Mayweather's focus from athletic excellence to financial ventures continues to spark intense debate among fans, commentators, and industry insiders. This ongoing transformation highlights the broader tension between the sport of boxing and the business of entertainment.
Floyd went from being like a really exciting pressure fighter and he had a bunch of hand problems to like Money Mayweather, start talking just boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's crazy.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all delusional.
In June 2021, Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul faced off in an exhibition match that generated significant attention and financial success, including over 1 million pay-per-view buys. However, The aftermath of the event has been marked by disputes over payment. Logan Paul has publicly claimed that he hasn't received the full amount owed from the fight, alleging that several $1 million are missing. Frustrated, Paul stated, "I got paid, just not in full. A couple million that's somehow just missing." Floyd Mayweather has firmly denied these allegations, dismissing them as expletive and asserting that Paul had been fully compensated. Mayweather countered, "We know he got paid. If he didn't get paid, he wouldn't be trying to get another payday." This disagreement has only added to the complications surrounding the event, with Logan Paul's brother, Jake Paul, suggesting that Mayweather's financial practices may be at the heart of the issue, implying that funds may have been withheld. Showtime, the network involved in broadcasting the event, has weighed in by stating that it fulfilled its financial obligations to Mayweather Promotions, which was responsible for distributing payments to the fighters. The network clarified, "We have no knowledge of any payment issues between Mayweather Promotions and the fighters." As the dispute continues, the lack of transparency and conflicting statements from the involved parties have raised questions about the financial dealings behind the highly lucrative exhibition match.
Jake, true or false and why did Floyd Mayweather fully pay up Logan Paul for their fight?
I'm not God, but my spidey senses tell me nah.
I can guarantee me and Logan Paul, we can go out and make $100 million or more.
And so you think he didn't pay up just because he hasn't got the money?
I think he probably spent it on all the girls he pays to be around him.
Logan Paul reached out to us and said that he wanted to do another exhibition. Now this is the same guy that said he didn't get paid. If he did get paid, he wouldn't be trying to get another payday.
He had the audacity to tell the media that I asked for a rematch. Let me just set the record straight. If I haven't been paid for the first one, why would I ask you for a second fight knowing I'm probably also not going to get paid the money that I was owed for my work? Second off, they asked us for a rematch.
Floyd is broke, man. I've been saying it the whole entire time.
Oscar de la Hoya has been outspoken in his criticism of Floyd Mayweather's continued participation in exhibition boxing matches, suggesting that these bouts may be motivated more by financial necessity than a genuine passion for the sport. De la Hoya expressed concern that Mayweather's involvement in such events could tarnish his esteemed legacy, portraying him as someone clinging to past glory rather than embracing retirement with dignity. In a candid message, de la Hoya urged Mayweather to prioritize his legacy over monetary gain, stating, "You have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. Put your legacy first." He emphasized that true greatness lies in knowing when to walk away from the sport, urging Mayweather to protect the reputation he built over decades rather than risking it for short-term financial gain and spectacle-driven matches. De la Hoya's remarks reflect his belief that a fighter's legacy is far more valuable than fleeting fame or paydays. By continuing to participate in exhibition matches, he implies that Mayweather risks diminishing the very greatness he once achieved, suggesting it's time for him to retire with the same dignity and respect that marked his career.
Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
Mayweather's insecurity becomes apparent in his treatment of rising boxers like Gervonta Davis. Despite initially mentoring Davis, Mayweather has openly questioned Davis's ability to become a pay-per-view star, casting doubt over his potential. These public remarks not only reflect a reluctance to see others surpass him, but they also hint at a deeper fear of being overshadowed. This insecurity seems to manifest in ways that strain Mayweather's professional relationships, especially with those he once mentored, like Davis. By undermining Davis's capabilities, Mayweather not only damages personal connections but also tarnishes his own legacy. His reluctance to celebrate the achievements of others signals a deeper fear of losing his position in the sport. This ego-driven mindset reveals how Mayweather's own insecurities play a significant role in his decisions and interactions with emerging talents. Davis himself has highlighted this reluctance, noting that Mayweather struggles to see any fighter surpass his own accomplishments. Such behavior reflects a fragile self-esteem that no amount of wealth can mask. By trying to keep others beneath him, Mayweather inadvertently stifles the growth of new talent. This approach is not only unsustainable but also isolating, both personally and professionally. It risks alienating potential stars who might have otherwise thrived under his guidance, and could ultimately hinder his own long-term impact on the sport.
Mayweather set you up against Pedraza. Did he really think Pedraza was gonna beat you?
He didn't know how good I was and how I would have like handled the situation, so he just threw me out there.
Why do you think he did?
He was hurt. He was hurt. I mean, not even hurt. He was just bad. First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. How the fuck would you say Terrence Crawford should fight Benavidez? That don't make no fucking sense. He don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you.
He's next in line. Just so you're next in line.
Is there like
The last question, guys.
is there like a love-hate for like fighter?
Yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest. But he's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad. Cause I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be good, but it's like it's always I'm this, I'm that, and it just I don't know.
Do you think Davis is making the right choice by stepping out of Mayweather's shadow, or is this move more about ego?